Hello and welcome to Pillars of Eternity. Let's go back to Cad Noah. If luck would have it, we'll be ambushed on the way and we can get Ether unconscious before we rest. Maybe I should actually go to those Iron Shoot Falcons or whatever they are called. The Iron Flail Fort. Also the Foundry. Haven't seen this before. It looks fine. Let's move to Dawood. Okay. Cad Noah, 24 hours before we reach that. And there is a cruel lord who wants to speak with us. Weren't we already in the midst of speaking with such a guy? At one point. Or maybe another. It doesn't matter, we'll see. Oh, by the way, I actually have to take a look once more about those gloves gear because I know they have only one penalty.
Not as beautiful as the Anguithan ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
On the monk, depression, -1 result for 20 seconds. All defenses for 20 seconds, attack speed, concentration and interruption, and endurance, +15. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Tells us how the end of the combat works. Oh, we can actually go to the Endless Path and get Ether unconscious there. Yeah, that's something I can do. Also, we might actually find a purpose. Or what kind of enemies lurk in the 12th floor. Or was it the 11th? I have to take a look again, I totally forgot. Could I have a moment, my lord? What, again? I've heard about you, Yliel. You seem like a man who knows how to get results. I have a matter I'd like to discuss with you, if you're willing to hear me. I would urge cautious, my lord. Lord Barway has gained a reputation as a man of brutal temperament. Some would call it cruel. Let's hear it then. I called my allies and motioned for the frontier to step forward. Petitioner. In our words, they are difficult. As the ruler of Cad Noah, I'm sure you have seen your share of troublemakers, people determined to tear your town, so you can share their misery. I've had a few incidents on my land, rabble-rousing peasants, you see. Shameful as it is, they've gotten somewhat out of hand, refusing to work, threatening my gods, spouting this nonsense about unfair treatment. It is not as if I don't pay them in any case. I fear they won't back down. The situation will only get worse if I don't put an end to it. Things may get a little messy. I thought it'd be best to consult you on the first matter. My steward informed me that you have quite a reputation for being cruel and merciless. I simply know the value of efficiency. These peasants should know their place. Okay, let's discuss this with my people. Steps away, out of earshot, motion to your guest to return. I can send Devil to get rid of him. Allot to travel to Brangwood's keep, warn the people. Warn them about what? I shall act quickly. And we gained 2 prestige. I don't approve of your brutal tactics, but I'll turn a blind eye on this occasion. Or I could have him hanged, I just... Okay. Now leave. No, you have my full support. Go back and beat these troublemakers into the dirt. I admit I was hoping for resources rather than permission, but I appreciate your support. He bowed his waist, evidently satisfied, and stirred from the hall. What a fool. Okay. And that actually gave us a little bit of experience, I think. Anyway. Let's go in.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Quiet.
So you're busy and so are you. I actually, before we head out, because we are gonna rest in Kadnua before we leave the place, going to leave you for a second.
Very well.
And let's talk to you, shall we?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we already spoke with her. I don't know what I was actually thinking.
If you say so.
Too predictable.
So when you switch your party, it seems like all their buffs are gone.
Need something?
Let's talk with you, shall we?
As a peripatetic loner, I'm not privy to the latest news, but the Hollowborn Children is a tale that has reached even my reclusive ears. Or, rather, ear.
What do the Glamphatian druids think of this plague?
It's been a long time since I've spoken with my circle. They'd probably tell you what I'd tell you. This plight was most certainly the consequence of someone trespassing into Engwithan places, not meant for folk. I mean, what else other than the gods could inflict punishment of such impressive scale?
You've been with me for a long time. You should know that sometimes human beings can have the same strength as gods. And what are your personal thoughts on the Hollowborn?
Anytime a life is separated from its soul, I wanted to pretend it was just a rumor when I first heard of it. In my youth, I'd cursed the dear Woodens for being ignorant despoilers that breed out of control. But soulless babies? What heartless gods would inflict that kind of tragedy? No parent or child deserves to be a part of that horror.
Okay, let's talk about something
Need
else.
something?
Tell me about yourself.
My second favorite subject. What would you like to know?
So how did you become a druid? Okay, I guess you are not voiced for that. Hiravis thumbed his half-shuttered ear and thinks to himself for several seconds. It wasn't entirely by choice. Not at start, at least. My ambition was to be a hunter. I merely arrived by a different trail. As a child, an Avmak came to visit. An honored guest is occasioned for a grand chase, but I was left out, instructed instead to be cupbearer to the old wise man, while the rest were on a hunt. I'm not sure you can guess what happens then. Wise Anfard gave dumb child a shred of attention. We ended up talking until the hunters returned. He gave me this. His hands darted across his body, soaring a pocket and folds on his tunic. He presented a rusty iron medallion, fashioned in the likeness of a hound's head, a common icon amongst the frontiersmen, explorers and other seekers, faithful to their way. Jan Fats insisted that I be trained, and none in my village would defy him. Now, I don't need a bow to hunt. And where are you originally from?
My mother's crotch. You? I grew up in Erglonfoth, specifically in and around Thane Bog. My people, the Fisher Crane tribe, are migrant stewards of the land. I've walked the whole of Glonfoth many times.
Why is there a symbol of whale on your eye patch? Whale is known as the eyeless face, so his symbol seemed to be a good fit for my eye patch. Well, incongruity is rather popular in my home tribe, but it seems he's not widely venerated here in the Dyewood. I remember thinking that if I concert my eye to he who observes, obfuscates, and reveals, then maybe, with enough devotion, Will would make use of the old ruined thing. So if you think you see me staring at a rump or cleavage, it's really just the will of Will, controlling my gaze. Honest. Druids are known for changing into animals. What sort of creature can you become? All sorts of things. Let's discuss something else. Any man with your scar has a story to tell. I'm just going to ask you later if you don't tell me now.
Yes, I suppose you should know. I struggled with spirit shifting, the final rite of passage in my druidic training. I prayed to Galawain for insight and, in the style of seekers of old, went to the forest, alone, to ask for guidance. Then I got my answer, an answer at least, in the form of a vibrantly colored Stelgar that pounced from the underbrush and made a salient demonstration of its capacity to eat things 1/15th its size.
Let me guess. The beast knocked some sense into you.
I should disembowel you for talking to me in that tone of voice. But you happen to be entirely correct. As the beast was lopping off bits of my handsomeness, I remember trying to fight back, swinging with arms too short to reach. I felt I had the energy for one last swipe at the beast's nose, and when I lashed out with a punch, my arm felt twice as massive, and my fingers sprouted talons. In a rush of power, I shifted into a mirror of my assailant. Apparently, he couldn't pick on someone his own size. By the battle's end, his severed arm was in my maw. The beast limped away in defeat.
Impressive. I thought learning to spirit shift would win me some respect, maybe trap myself, an Andirian, less with the lust of little man. Alas, I might have been better off staying a novice. When I wandered back to my village, they saw my wounds and asked what happened. I showed them. The name they called my form was the Artem Stagler, and they were not impressed. The Ryle of my circle believed that Atom Stagler, to be the heinous abomination. It is said that if it eats you, your soul is invariably lost. As this was my first and most initiative form, they deemed me a carrier of its evil. Even though I never so much as threatened my kin, I was rude, unfit, and cast out. I don't know what message Gawain was trying to send. The only lesson I learned was that the Seeker God will punish you for seeking. So you're some sort of soul cannibal? No. At least I think not. I never actually ate an entire person to find out. I'm not that curious to find out. So you didn't actually choose that spirit shift form. No, it chose me. Or so I imagine. I always assume I would shift into a toad. Seems more true to my nature. As the obscure teachings, when an answer is inscrutable, one must be content to ponder the question. Were you at least recognized as a proper druid? No, but I know I passed an initiation rite 5 times more perilous than any of those kin betrayers, then insisted I was a failure. Can you learn to shapeshift into something less terrifying? Already can, and sometimes do. The druid of my cycle assigned great meaning to one's first form. I'll always be an unclean to them.
Well, if you don't know me, you can't trust me. And if you can't trust me, odds are low you'll leap in front of a flying arrow to save my life.
Actually, isn't that the reason we recruited you? So we can actually have another arrow shield. Besides, Itumak. But we can't stay mad at Itumak. He's adorable. And you're fine too, I guess.
I've been meaning to visit the druids of Twin Elms to see if they know more about my spirit shift. If our journey takes us there, Perhaps they can enlighten me with more information about the Autumn Stelgar. But for now, maybe we can talk about something less depressing?
Autumn Stelgar. I am actually confused. Stelgar. I have to see if I actually have encountered those creatures, because I am very curious. But for now, maybe we can talk about something less depressing. Okay, what's your relationship with Gawain? I was raised as a disciple of the Seeker God. He is the champion of the hunt, be it a simple struggle for sustenance or the scurry pursuit of knowledge. In my older years, I found life has shown me I'm more suited to the ways of Whale. The furious hunt for the knowledge often outpaced the journey to real understanding. Can you tell me something more about Gawain and Whale? I'm not sure. What more is there to say on the subject, unless you are itching for a religious debate? Your thoughts on Whale, then. I came to know Whale in the earnest of the first year of my exile. I asked myself why Gawain would punish me for seeking answers. What just and fair god would punish me for doing his asks? Questioning why I had been mounted just drove me mad. And the height of my worry I would have dreamed, where I only saw with my injured eye. My healthy eye became blind in my dream. He lifted up his eye patch to gently itch a socket. I caught a quick glimpse of the punctured and scattered absence of under Will's embodied branch. So, one afternoon I stitched a symbolized eye morphine on the badge. I like to think as my self-initiation rite into the Brotherhood of Whale. Whale is not an instructive or overwhelming deity. He does not really dispense wisdom and expects all of us to question and explore with our own minds. Whale reminds me that curiosity is being receptive to any and all truths, not hunting for any one answer. Has Whale actually ever spoken to you directly? No, never directly, which is as it should be given what he represents. I especially like how Whale never sends wild beasts to maul me, but maybe I have low expectations of such things. Yeah, maybe. Okay, something else then. Okay. True to form. Well, I should have rested after this, but yeah. We've spoken with one of our companions, actually with 3. I think we should speak with Sagani next and maybe Eder later. We'll see. Level 11. Oh, great. Spores. Oh, I hate spores. And this seems like a very small floor as well.
Hey.
Yeah, I know, your shoulder hurts. Grow up.
Leave it to me! Leave it to me!
Knock him down and beat him up. Oh yeah, look at that. 30 damage, we're a bully. Again. Doesn't seem like he can actually do anything to me. Let's see, if he tosses 17, defense 110, minus 40, if he rolls 100, 150. Yeah, he can basically hit me. Technically he can. There, you see? Let's see, what kind of dice did he throw? No, it was he who scratched me. 89. Minimum hits, balling, slash damage, and killed it.
Keeping an eye out.
Cool. Maybe not such a great idea, this one. Okay, everyone, why don't you help them? Except you.
Zala?
Stay in the back. No, I want this one there. And we got confused, of course. Why won't we? Down goes one of you. Crush him. The rest of you will be fine. Need this one though. So, let's see. What can I do?
Zala is ready.
Okay. And now both of you focus on him. And you. Attack him. If you can. Really? Focus then. I want this one dead. Now. Come on, hit me. Nice. This one's yours. Oh, nice. Okay, that's enough. Thank you, guys. Everyone here? Oh, yeah, why don't you help him? Can you paralyze him, I guess?
Need something?
That's enough for you. Okay, how much damage did you make? That's around 50. Okay.
Quietly now.
Hey.
Oh, you did a little bit better. Anyway, thanks to the monk, we actually cleared this room a little bit faster than I thought it would. There is also camping equipment if we decide. Oh, goody. No, just by the shadow. Wait, is it a shadow? No, it's a shade. And I want you to stay in the back, mate. I mean,
Zala is ready.
help him.
Yes?
Fight this guy.
That didn't work. Need to try something else.
Oh, good. And you can't run him, guys. Oof. Brilliant.
Very well.
How long are you gonna be knocked out? One more. Really? Fine. That's how you wanna play it. Everyone focus on this one.
this!
Come on. And this one.
Zawa is ready. Zawa is ready.
Quietly now.
Let's not forget why we're here. How much blood do you have? Hell. Quite a number. Still need to knock you out a little bit.
Hey.
Well, how much is that? 60.
Hey.
Ooh. Great. Overall 300 and... You know, I think we're gonna get this one before we get this one.
Alright then.
Let's not disturb this nest right now. Everyone, I need you to be stealthy. You as well. For now. Sporelings, yay! Okay, everyone, move here.
Hey.
And ooze. Let's not forget, your task here is to die. Just once, okay? I guess you can help him? Oh, great. No, don't. No. Yeah. Take him out, please. Okay, now that's scary. No, you stay in the back.
Zawa is ready.
This one dead. Okay, you dominated this one, at least.
Yeah?
Okay, make sure you knock him down, at least. That's why we're here, after all. Yes, I know, it hurts. Come on, knock him down. Knock him down. Great, run.
You could go for
Okay, good.
some shut-eye about now.
Saint Woden's Redeemer. Are we certain we did that? What did you gain? Something new. They should probably tell you about this. Revive the fallen. Area of effect. So you can actually revive those who have fallen around you. That's great. And all the soulbound upgrades are completed. So, let's read about the sword. It is well made but modest in design. The long flourish in the feathers pattern, radiating from the hilt, and even this has been crafted with exquisite care. Each herb and shaft is smooth, straight line beneath my fingers. Power and raw and warmth radiate from the blade. Eowyn was paladin and member of the Kind Wayfarers during the War of the Black Tree. She was famous for escorting the colonists and farmers throughout Dyewood and protecting them from Gawain's war band. Okay. Though a skilled warrior, she avoided Gauthatians when possible, rather than fight them. However, tension and tempers rose, and one day she found herself guiding a family of farmers from their ruined homestead, while she attempted to wade out the towering raiders out of her charge. Rushed into the fray, Eowyn was forced to hold off the Glenfathians. While the rest of the farmers fled, she died, outnumbered and surrounded, and it was said that even the raiders who struck the killing blow wept for her. Of course they did. The sword passed the warrior of the Twisp's Blight Arrow in honor of his bravery and skill during the ritual blood hunt. This was a moment of great pride for the tribe. Typically regarded as the last among the Sixth, it was also a time of shifting borders and changing relations between Dyewood and El Glenfad. Blustered by the newfound prestige and eager to seize more and Ryle of the Twin Blight Arrow, declared that their young hunter should lead a series of raids on slave-holding estates. The fires were successful, but when the raiders set their sight on the village run by the Guild of Coopers, they were quickly overwhelmed, and the hunter was killed and his sword lost. The sword had made its way to the Forsaken Vale by the time of the War of Defiance. It was owned by the captain of the local militia who used to defend the fleeing townsfolk, while the Adirian troops converged on the town from the northwest and the southeast. The captain guarded the road to Barrage and fell while the villagers fled. Cool. Slow, slash, pierce, accuracy versus and stuff. So
Hey.
that's nice. Now I have no doubt that together we could have taken them
On
out,
the hunt.
but now
I'm
we don't
here.
have any tank and no one who can actually take the damage. As I said, we don't have any tanks. I'll have to check this one out as well later. A little bit later. And you are? Potion of Iron Skin. Damage reduction. Sure. There was an ability in Neverwinter Nights to coat Diamond Skin. I believe it was incredibly powerful. Okay, let's go back to Cadno and rest.
Not as beautiful as the Anguithan ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
Okay, that was great. So where to next actually? Let's see, the Master Below, the Long Hunt, Siege of this, the Whispers in the Dark, Truth Form. Already spoken with you guys. Have to talk to Alad and Kiana. With Major Adventure. He's fine. Speaking of adventure, how long will it take until you return home? One more turn. Should be done soon then. There was no information about this adventure, by the way. So, either we go here or to Starward Village. Let's go to the port. Oh, we just paid the party
I
1,400
will
gold.
walk unseen.
Oh, hello mercenary soldiers. We are going to
Hey.
just send Eder first because he loves talking to people. He's a great guy. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Oh right, because those guys couldn't do much damage. The soldiers watched me warmly as I approached. Once we were within speaking distance, one of them gestured with his pistol. That's far enough. What are you doing here? You lost? I'm here to speak with the commander. The commander's not receiving any visitors. The steward sent you. I came here on my own account. You want to pick a side and soon, anyhow. Adric wants nothing more to do with messengers or diplomat. You're too late. Can you tell me about Adric? A good man with great hopes for Red Creers. That's all I'd say. Dara said that Adric came here because he had a vision. Then this Darien at least speaks the truth. Adric has said that there will be a great battle. We all are here to hold the pass and defend Red Keras. He has seen it in a dream. A battle against who? Who else would wish to destroy Red Creers? The Daewoodian hungers for lives, just as Stalwart hungers for the battery. You've asked more than enough questions. Go on, get out of here. I won't warn you again.
They wouldn't be so tough without their fort. Or their army.
Not a sound.
Okay, do we really need to kill them all? I mean, I just want to speak with the guy. Apparently diplomacy is not in their agenda. And I told them that I was not part of the village, so they could have at least listened to me. Okay, paralyze this guy.
I'm here.
Okay, one fall back, Heather. Keep pounding on him.
Hey,
No, just keep
Hey.
fighting. You stay here. Oh, that didn't work well. You stopped just grazing him, and it didn't even work. Definitive. Don't worry about it, just knock him down. Then.
leave it to me.
Okay, dude, both of your warriors. You're the superior one, trust me. Just whack him on the head once. Or twice. Or days if you can. 50 damage, nice. Was that enough? And we'd need to be less than that endurance, I just wanna know. It says at least 75.
Keeping an eye out.
Iron Flail Infantry Helm. I think this will look nice. Let's take a look, shall we? And keep the rest of them in the inventory. No, not you. No, it has potential, but no.
Slow and silent. Ready,
Sagani?
Watcher.
We'll seek some more of them. How big is this map? Yeah, that's a good question. Is that a warlock? Okay. Huh. Everyone go here. And go back again. Kitamak, why don't you provoke him? Good. Paralyze them. You attack. And you as well. Move in, guys. And the rest of us will take on this one.
Zawa is ready.
Careful not to shoot, okay? Yeah, we're waiting to dominate him a little bit. Why are you so slow? Yeah, good work there. Iron Flare Warlock helmet. Do you have such awesome looking helmets? On the first glance, at least. When you wear them, they don't look that great. Actually, this one does. Yeah, both of them look good on me. Now, if we find a decent enough helmet, I might switch that little hood.
Not a sound.
And Trail Archer Call-Off. Now this is something interesting. Redria's Prayer Bracelet. Oh, now this looks great. Like a true assassin.
I'm here.
Hey,
Okay, Heather. Move forth. Ah, there you are. Yeah, that worked well for you. Psychic Backlash. Oh, right. A Cypher. You can use that once per encounter, so good luck there. Okay, just want to take a look at that then. One more hit should do the trick, I think. Hit him. Hit him. Great.
Stand together. Yes.
Was that enough? Did you actually hit him there? Nope, just 2 more damage. Come on, dude. There you go. Let's see. That should have counted. Apparently not. Does the enemy need to be on that?
Die! Blood makes the grass grow.
Fine, finish him.
I'm here.
You should have 1,000, right? Ah, so the enemies need to have at least 75% endurance. That sounds okay. Say everyone should retreat. Right here.
Hey, you're not getting through
You
me.
know it's not gonna work, so just draw him. There we go.
step lightly.
Finally understood what he was trying to say. I am incredibly fast. Ooh, look, a bear. Are you alone, Mr. Bear? Nope, there is a manpower here. Wonderful. Use that, everyone. I want this thing dead now.
I'm here.
Focus on this one. You bite him. Ooh, nice hit. Okay, focus on this one, and you focus on the young guy over here.
Need something?
Oh yeah, terrifying. We just killed a dragon a couple of days ago. Speaking of which, I need to take a look at those beasts or dragons. Oh well, that works. There we go, the Dragon's Mouth Shield. Next one. Deal 150 damage to prone enemies to unlock the next level. Sounds fair. 2 enemies to unlock the next level. That's basically less than before, so I don't think it's gonna be that much of a difficulty.
Keeping an eye out.
Another bronze figurine of Abaddon. A diamond in this node. Had to start the delivery. This place is crawling with soldiers. Tell Owina. I'll make it up for him. Okay. Yeah, we're just going around the fortress. Maybe we can sneak in from somewhere. That'd be funny. And it will make actually a little bit of sense. We could sneak in to Redrick's castle. I actually think that prawn thing will be easy considering the Desire. Hello.
Here, I brought you a scarf.
Oh, thanks, Mariel.
Hello.
Have a look at this.
I can wait, who are you? You're that lord from Cad Noir, aren't you? The woman's cheeks are rosy with embarrassment. What are you doing here? What are you two up to? Too cold to get up to anything. Young people have no imagination these days. Stealing some time away, you know. No harm in chat, is there? Are you here with that army? No, we're just villagers. Well, you're well armed, considering. Please, just keep it down. Alec may be asleep on duty, but he's not the only one around. Do you know anything about the delegates from Starward? Just the obvious. They didn't do a good job of negotiating. Commander's been in the Fury for the past week. It's not like him. What can you tell me about this commander? His eyes brightened. He pulled the iron flail together himself. He's a good man. He believes in Redcrease more than anything else. Red Saris. Yeah, Redcrease. I'm gonna call it Redcrease. It's just easier to pronounce. Red Saris. He gave us our pride back. Told us to keep faith. Sometimes, I think, that the vigilant speak through him. Therefore, he'll go on for hours if you let him. I need to speak with the commander. Can help you, and I don't just mean that I'm starring me up for it. If you'd come before the delegate arrived, you might have had a chance. As it is, look like we're in for a fight, and the commander's not taking any risks. Not supposed to be out here. Makes three of us, right? So you're consorting with the enemy. No one needs to be dramatic. We aren't hurting anyone. Gamau here seems pretty reasonable. Sure. Take care now. Well, where were we? Oh yeah.
Not a sound.
Such a romantic place. Ring of Overseeing. Ability area of effect. A thin copper bracelet that is popular in Red Seras. It has 3 small charms that hang from its within hand's reach. The charms bear a star on one side and the word hope, fate and vigilance on the other. The priests of Iotas encourage the Retria and Red Seras to pray to Iotas while holding the charms between their fingers.
Not a sound.
Okay. And this is where we can climb over, I guess. Brilliant job there, by the way. Observing it from below, I noticed that the watchtower at this side gate appears to be unmanned. I found no hostile faces peering out over the fence either. The roof of the tower crosses over the fort wall. Climbing it may prove a means of getting inside. I could make out voices past the gate, engaged in scattered conversation in the bright light of day. The camp bustles with activity. The discreet individuals could try to open the gate before the alarm sounded, but it will be risky, broad daylight. The gates appear to be heavily reinforced, though the faux narrow gap of the outer wall I could see support set against the inside.
On the hunt.
Definitely can climb over that. Oh, golden calorie. It's not a Dawoodian farmland though, this is the White March. It is a rarity here. Oh no. And you paralyze him, okay? Ow. Okay, that's great. This one, is that the last one you needed to? No, you have 2 more, okay? Right. Let's see, can you prone this guy and fight him? I want you to attack this one. Actually, I want everyone to attack this one except you. Still standing? And now paralyze him. Didn't work, forget it then. How long? 1 second there. Not much help there. Let's take a look. I don't know. 12 damage. Okay. Fire at this guy. Right here. Good. Oh. Will you hit him? Are you confused? Yes. Bloody hell. Okay, try to attack the war dog. Right, here, go. Prone, good. Now use this. 60. Does that count? Oh yeah, that counted alright. Do the same with this guy and you attack this one. This dog is dead. Prone for 2 more seconds. Everyone else, take him out. I'm pretty sure we can come to an agreement, right? It's not like I killed anyone. Did you just take control of him as well? Yes, that is done then.
I'm no help here.
War Dog, let's take a look. Okay, that's a horrible sketch. Anyway, where there are the earths will soon follow. Okay. Oh, and you're still alive, that's great.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look at that. All subbound upgrades are completed. Gerard Howan's Stains, the blue stone scepter, is remarkable in that it has been shaped from a single sapphire. Its only other component is its grip, made of silver bands. Okay. Inegruite, the most famous scepter in Nadir, and perhaps all of the Aura, is held in jointly by the Mequin and the Ferkyoing as a symbol of the royal authority, and it is said to carry the souls of entire chieftains in the Adra's head. Though traditionally thought to be symbolic, there have been a few notable times in history when it was put to practical use. In one such instance, the Mequin Ewa, I had her claim to the throne challenged the first, by an older half-sister claiming to be the legitimate heir. Alia invited her to court so the people might hear the words of this their new heir and the judge of themselves. The woman spoke at length and showed a number of sworn documents to those peasants at court. Alia summoned her to the throne and told her that if the chieftains of the Irregrid judged her worthy, the Mequin would abdicate. The woman approached Alia, was told to bow her head to receive the kiss of the Ingrind. She did so, and was quickly followed by a barrage of savage blows from the Mequin. It was the last time her authority was challenged during her reign. In attendance in the court that night was Tariq III, a Graf Paladinate. So impressed was Tariq at the many uses of Gerrit that he had an artisan craft him a scepter of his own. He was careful to request that it differ completely in appearance from Gerrit. Last he drew the attention of Ayr and Mequin. Though Gerrit Hanwa's stain does not contain the soul of the Graves bloodline, it does tend to project the authority of the wielder, as the original owner intended. So wait, is this the copy? Yes. So this is a copy of a remarkable scepter. Not even that unique, are you?
Hey.
And this shield will quickly become incredibly powerful very soon. Oh, champion helm. Now that looks ridiculous. And I'm not saying that it cannot exist, I just say it looks ridiculous. Who needs a horn on their helmets?
Raska, Ator! Don't go far.
Okay, an archer.
Hey.
Everyone focus on this guy. Okay. No, on this guy. The archer can be yours. Good. How long? 4 seconds. Use that. Hurry up, will ya? Okay, did that actually work for you? Just wanna know. Yeah, it's done. Good. Now finish them all. Yeah, obviously that happened. Okay, what's the next upgrade? Kill 10 enemies with the Dragon's Mouth shield to unlock the next level. 25% chance to cast Taste of the Hunt on hit. What does that do? 30 raw damage over 10 seconds, 100 damage restored as endurance. Ooh, wow.
Slow and silent.
Okay.
Need
Oh,
something?
by the way, did you get anything new for this thing? Let's see. Chance to dominate on a critical hit, to restore spirit shape on hit or critical hit, and +3 resolve. Not bad. Okay, Tamak, be a good boy. Fetch.
Everyone's on.
Come on. The commander will figure it out.
Interesting. Is that on him? Don't even know who killed him. I think it was Itumak. Yeah. Okay, everyone, I want you to fall back here. Itumak, help him with that, would you? Just don't kill the boy. Okay, you had one job. Okay, killing 10 enemies with this shield will be a little bit difficult.
I'll take a look.
Okay, what next? You know, I think... Fine, kill this guy and then we're gonna end the episode. Ooh. Paralyzed. For 8 seconds, that means you cannot move. Oh, take your time, please. What's that about then? Oh, for the love of... Why are you doing so little damage, dude?
I'll take a look.
It's never gonna happen. Anyway, right, so... Cool. I think I'm going to end this episode here. Let's just make sure there's no one who's gonna come this way. And thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.